Peace be with you, dear viewers, and I'd like to welcome you all to join me on this journey. Stay away from the Shia. Don't go near them, don't talk to them, for they will only confuse and misguide you.
Random, keep doing what you're doing. Fuck you, random. Fuck you, random.
They raise their voices, screaming and shouting.
Yeah, come for you, fam. Come for me, random. Fuck you, random, innit?
Well, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, come for me, random. Random. You're an online
fam.
prick who don't exist, fam.
I actually believe that he's such a jahil, such a child.
Well, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, come for me, random. Random. You're an online
fam.
prick who don't exist, fam. How you gonna come for me? How are you gonna come for me when no one knows what you look like, fam? You're an online guy who wanks too much.
These people, the worst, scummiest type of people, the most debased people.
You see random exposures are pussy. Oh, you see random exposures are pussy. Oh.
What a shame. And what an embarrassment. It truly is an embarrassment.
I'm here to play no victim, wallahi. Alright, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna say one thing. One thing, yeah? I'm here to play no victim, wallahi. Alright, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna say one thing. One thing.
Join me as I show you the reality of those who they call Shia.
And by the way, that Quranic promise I said to you guys, it's over.
What Quranic promise?
I said I will tell the truth and only what the truth.
So why lie? Why deceit? Why deceive? Why misinform?
The Shia. If the voice of the Shia had been falsehood, then believe me, they would not have wasted their time. They would have taken the Shia to the intellectual battlegrounds of debate and discussion. But
definitely, because that's
a function.
Then what's your problem with Umar and Abu Bakr when they took power from Ali? What's your problem with them?
Yeah, they took the political.
So why do you cry about it? Why do you always cry about it?
Was Prophet Jesus a prophet when he was killed? Did he remain a prophet even though he did not have power?
No, Prophet Isa was not killed.
Sorry, you're confused.
He was not crucified.
You
don't even know.
What do you mean?
Isa al-Islam was not crucified.
Silence.
You know what you're talking about.
According to the people.
Which people? We are
The
Muslims.
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself predicted and mentioned how people will mock the Shia.
Is Blade Runner not the same person who stood in that very same park only a few months before he ran away and was trying to prove the companions of the Prophet ﷺ as people who run away from the battlefield? What a coincidence. Only a few months later, Blade Runner himself has a few people behind him, running behind him, and what does he do? He runs away. I want to say to him, why didn't you stand there? Why didn't you pluck up the courage to face Brother Hamid? Now don't get me wrong, it's a good thing that you ran away, and I would have probably done the same thing. But I am not the one who goes around trying to prove from the Quran and the Sunnah that Sahaba radiallahu anhum ran away from battlefield whilst they had bloodthirsty hooligans running behind them with swords. But you are the one who stood there in that park like you're some juggernaut or like you're some army of 1,000 men, and like you would have stood there if you were there in the times of Sahaba, and you're criticizing and scrutinizing the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You should have some shame. You should have some shame, you begharat, you besharam, that you're criticizing the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yet when one individual who runs behind you in a park, you run and flee the park like a little girl in a pink dress. You should be ashamed of yourself.
And if you believe like we do, that the Rafida should be active, and if you believe like we do, that the Rafida should be vocal in online and public Shia engagement discussions,
I actually believe that he's such a jahil, because how do you come forward and put something online when you know thousands will watch it?
He has taken one of my pictures from my phone and made an account with it and came on the chat. The picture will result in him getting done for what we call revenge porn.
and I personally am not too surprised. We would like you to know that the Rafida, the Shia, oppresses women. But this, my friends, is only the tip of the iceberg. We ask all non-Muslims alike to join us in understanding this issue, to unravel the phenomenon.
Now you can deny them as much as you want. He is a known terrorist.
follow individuals who can only be described as the founding fathers of terrorism. These role models have their crimes stamped across all history books, and it's not hard to miss.
However, it is unfortunate that the Shia have failed, and many of these speakers, they have presented it like dirt.
You give me a verse, I'll tell you why not. And I'll tell you why it didn't apply. Is Al-Hassan and Hussein muhajirin? Why they're not? Is it they're not because they're from Medina. Bro, are you serious? I don't know.
And I'm not trying to be disrespectful here, but these types of narrations have affected them. One of the brothers was watching it and he was seeing how they were discussing this particular topic. And they were saying themselves, they contradict themselves. And you have the audacity to claim that you have pure Tawheed. We do not care.
You are obliged now, you and your companions, to come forward and repent. You're obliged. And you can believe me, and I tell you something. You are going to wish that I never came forward to do this series.